The sounds in this game are kind of funky sometimes. It sounds kind of like, I don't know, it's pretty close. And someone's having a really freaking good damn time shooting at me with a fucking 88s. Well, anyway, that guy didn't make it to the house. That's cool. Anyhow, so when you're here in this turf like this and they have radar, you got to be careful about it because, you know, they can sneak up on you if you're not careful without you realizing it. So there's a LA down low. Why? Somebody was, I mean, scared to death. I'm gonna get away or something. Let's see who this is. So we're not going to want to dive just straight down on them because we'll compress. Well, actually we'll tear up our airplane first.
Alert. They are engaging our fields.
So we got a spit and an LA out here. That's always fun. A turner and a burner. Okay. At least injured him. Down to 44 cannon rounds. Let's focus on the Spitfire now. So we're going to level out. We're going to start to gain our speed. He's coming at us quarter on, so we're going to go ahead and turn into him. He's got to change position. Now we're going to rotate and turn some more. He's missed. He's going to continue to try and move away, but his acceleration is not great. Put some rounds at him. He's going to continue to move away, which is fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb a little bit here. He's going to dive for airspeed, which is cool. We're still above him, which is fine. So now we're going to climb. Now he'll do one of two things. He'll either whoop it up, or he'll whoop it up and he's going to wait on his buddy to show back up in the LA. I don't know why he's moving that far away from me. Like, you could have the LA come to you, and then he climbs till he's above you, and then, you know, there's any number of things. Who knows who it is? It's a Spit-5. Not very many people fly a Spit-5. Noobs and people who know how to fly them is pretty much all you'll see. So what we do is we just keep an eye on him. He's outside of visual range, which is fine. And we're gonna continue to proceed outbound, and we're going to keep an eye on our 6 because there he is there just going over the tail surface. So what we're going to do is this guy's going to want to climb above you, then he's going to come in here and try to burn you from the 6 o'clock. So what we want to do is hug one of these guys and get them real close to us, and they'll try to distract you from one another, but what you want to do is isolate one and eliminate him before the other one can get to you. So what we could do is go back, and we can tell that the LA is the least experienced of the two. And that's probably him again. So the Spitfire's going to want to climb up above you because, you know, heaven forbid. Why he didn't climb up over his own damn base, I don't know. So now we got a second Spit. And whoever it is in the man gun is just having just a hell of a damn good time. He's going to come for the long ass frontal shot. And it's a Spit 8 of all things. For whatever reason he pulled up early, which is... We're looking for that other Spit. He's still out of range, which is cool. Down to 3 cannon rounds. Was it 5K? Why is he in an 8? 5 is coming back. The 8's another dangerous one, but if it's the same guy, this Bombster dude, he's not he's not using these aircraft to their strengths. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn hard into this 5. The 8's going to roll in. We're going to be inside the 5 in a turn. He's probably going to dive, and then the 8's going to be on us, and we'll split him. What we're going to do is we're going to turn hard into this guy. The 8's going to go ahead and start to maneuver back. The 5's coming back, so we dodge him. Here comes the 8. So we're going to turn into the 8, watching the 5. We're going to avoid the hoe from that guy. 8's going to move away, and we're going to move towards the 5. The 5's going to move away. So really what's going to end up happening is I'm going to hopefully not run out of fuel. I'm going to burn the 5 of cannon because he's only got 100 and some odd rounds. Again, turn into this guy. He's going to miss again. The 8 should be on his way back. He is. 2K. We're going to wait until he's at 1. The 5 is moving away at a high rate of speed. I don't know why he's diving so hard. If he rolls over and onto the top, that'd be pretty nice, but he's not going to. He's going to pretty much climb till he's out of speed. What I'm trying to do is get back over these hills a little bit and throw a little bit another element into the game, which is low altitude through terrain. Is it 1,000? So we're going to go ahead and turn into him. Can't match that turn. I'm going to roll back into his turn. I'll go above him. And go up. Where's the 5? The 5 is close. Got a lag spike. It's above, but he still can't make the pull. The 5 is going to go out and away like a dumbass. The 8's going to continue his roll. And he knows he's in trouble. Where's the 5? The 5's at 4K away. Okay. Back in. I have the shots. He didn't. I'm still with him. I'm at 8. Where's the 5? The 5's at 2. Hasn't got it. We roll back into the 5. Where's the 8? The 8's below us. Ignore the 5. The 8 he's either blacked out or he's hurt. Well, let's go to the deck with him. The 5 is at 3K. We don't have any hope to catch the 8. We just hope that he pulls up like an idiot. He's probably blacked out right now. When he comes to, he'll freak out and he'll pull up. Yeah, he's looking around, so he's got a pilot wound. That's what's going on. So we're at 3K. We're going towards the base, away, which is good. So now if the 8's smart, he'll pull me to the right, or to the left, excuse me. He sees me as he's looking. So let's change the dynamic. Let's go back towards the 5 and draw the 8 back to us. There he goes. Let's avoid the frontal from the 5. Let's pull into him. Prepare for the frontal from the 8. There it is. He's missed. 5 is still going away. The 8's going to try and slow, like say a yo-yo. And there goes the 8. And now here comes the 5. So we got the quarter on. We're going to avoid that. And we're going to stay with the 5. Now, the problem that you have is that you're close to their base, so that guy's going to be hauling ass this way as quick as he can. So if I can't eliminate this guy very quickly, which I don't control the fight, here, so he's going to show up, he's going to be fresh ammo, fresh gas, and it's not going to be good. So what we want to do is move away from this guy and hopefully get over here into this terrain and escape. Still got a quarter tank of gas. It should give us about 10 minutes, I believe. Let's take a peek and see what we got. That's not what I wanted. I want E6B. E6B gives us about 10 minutes, which is correct. Spit is coming back to us. So we want to come back towards him. Just with our forward elevator trim just a little bit. The 5 is not bad. He knows what he shouldn't do. He knows he shouldn't pull up. But he doesn't know enough that when he's supposed to come back in this engagement is what his problem is. He knows just enough to be dangerous, but not enough to be a real danger. He's moving way too far away to support the Spit 8. So now what we're going to kind of do is fight our way. We want to continue to move in this direction. So as long as he's moving this direction, we want to be moving this direction. And what we want to do is we want to fight our way back closer to our base, where if they take off with less gas, if they burn up ammo, if they take damage, we want to make it back to the house. Or we want to force them to go, oh, what's my, how much time do I have left? See, he's got to be careful when he does that kind of stuff, because the water's very hard to detect there. Now, if he really wants me, he'll turn around and he'll come back. If not, then I'll leave and he'll leave. But, yeah, that's what I figured. He's probably fairly low on cannon by this point, because he's making a lot of shots. So he saw that I wasn't coming back, so now he's going to come back to me, which is fine. And where I want to fight him is up here in these hills. Because he's a younger pilot, or is at least he's not as good as some of the other folks that you'll fight, and he will be target fixated, and he will crash if he doesn't watch out, if he doesn't watch his butt. But he's flying it to its strengths. He's not turning with me, which is smart. He knows the basics, which is good, but he doesn't know enough to get me yet. I got 952 machine gun rounds, which is more than enough to stop a Spit. I got plenty of fuel as long as I don't take any hits. So let's go ahead and start a fight right here at this edge here. So we're going to kind of roll downhill, get us a little speed. Now he only has a couple options. So here comes a P-38. Well, that's going great. So that may end up being the end of us. But he wants another shot from up front, which is cool. He's shooting way early. Kind of slick there. I didn't pull quite as hard as I should have. The P-38 just came through, yeah.
The enemy is attacking.
P-38's at 2K away, which is good. Now Spit's got a couple options here. We're going to frighten him a little bit by hitting him with some MGs. The 38's going to kind of come to us, which is cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to force the fight how we want it to fight. We're going to roll in here and we're going to avoid this cone of fire from the 38 by rolling just outside of it. He thinks he has the shot, but he doesn't know his cone to shoot, and he's not moving slow enough to actually hit you. Against a good 38 pilot, that won't work. It can, but you got to be better at it. You got to be on top of your business. So we're down about 5 minutes worth of gas, which is not good, and the Spit is wanting to come back. So we want to continue to move away from these two guys. hopefully the Spit is going to start to be low on fuel, and then we can fight just the P-38. And let's not crash into trees. The trees are supposed to be my friends, but need a little more forward elevator trim there. Spit went. Now, when you're down here real low to the ground, even if we're at high altitude, but we're still low to the ground, they may not be able to see your icon. They may only see the aircraft. But I don't know how low you have to be in order to do that. What we don't want is that Spitfire to sneak up on us down here low like this, coming uphill. Even though he'll be out of speed, it's still dangerous. So the P-38's got gas. I think the Spitfire's probably going to be out of fuel by now. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually turn back into, because we only got about probably 2 minutes of gas. We're not going to make it home. We could, but we'd ditch. So let's go out with a swing here. And we're going to look for the 38. He's going to be moving kind of uphill, and we're moving kind of downhill. And we're going to kind of meet each other here, unless he's turned away, which very well could have happened. We traded spots. Not quite what we wanted. We wanted to have the upper hand there on that engagement, and we don't. And so he's going to continue to move away, which is proper for him to do. And we don't have enough fuel to play around doing that. What I should have done was carried my tank until I ran into bad guys, but I didn't. So now we're in a tight spot. By tight spot, I mean we're not gonna make it home. So now we're gonna come back into him again. So now kind of what we're trying to do is see if maybe I can get a ditch.
The enemy is attacking.
Up here at the top of this hill is going to be